What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again from Server 1 representing IC. Guys, before we begin this crazy 5-star art tier list, I want to first say a big thank you to my sponsors, JJV Tumbler Design. If you do not have your Payneblade tumbler yet, what the hell are you waiting for? Get yourself into the grand prize of $100 Canadian in May on my first year anniversary if you get yours, and DM me with a picture. If you don't want to get mine, that's fine. They have a ton of custom ones. I'm getting 3 more made, different ones. If you're a Final Fantasy fan, you're about to check that out. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when it's complete. They are doing amazing work. You can also check them out in my description on their Instagram. Besides that though, like I said guys, this is the first ever 5-star art tier list. That's right. My subjective opinions on it, not yours, not anyone else's. If you don't like it, too bad, it's mine. But if you do like it, let me know in the comment section. If you don't, let me know anyways. And I hope you guys enjoy this. So here's what we did. We went ahead and made 4 different categories, right? The first one is masterpiece. That is the best of the best. What Bandai put the most amount of effort in terms of art pieces. Doesn't mean the character's good, but it means the art is damn fire. Alright, second one is hang in my house without wife's permission. That's right, a lot of you know what that means. If you have a girlfriend or a wife or a significant other, if you try to put a piece of art on the house without their permission, it usually gets you into trouble. So this is worth that trouble. Alright, that's what the second one is. So that is the second highest standard in artwork. The third one is this artist must have been fired. Alright, so the artist may have been fired essentially is they did a decent enough job to get by in the game, but after that, the tenure was done. They were pretty much over. Bandai got rid of those guys. They're probably in a ditch somewhere. Who knows? But that was like, you kind of hit the mark, but you kind of didn't. We'll just accept it because we have no other choice, right? And last one is straight doo-doo dumpster fire. If you guys don't know what that is essentially trash. Trash. Like, it could have been used as toilet paper, but it is pretty rough on the booty, so we're calling it straight doo-doo dumpster trash. Alright guys, so how we're going to do this simply is I'm going to go through a few of them. I will show you some of the artworks that I think is worthwhile looking at, whether it's good or bad, and we're going to go through this as fast as we can. Alright, so starting off with Danzo. Danzo, honestly, this artist must have been fired. Like, he looks absolutely horrible in this picture. He looks like he has a fanny pack on his back. He's completely mummified. Not a big fan. Horrible color design. Very lackluster. So definitely going to put that one there. But the first one of hang in my house without wife's permission will be Six Tails Naruto. Now here's a couple things about it that I like and I don't like. First off, I love the color schematics, love the chakra coming through, love the particles coming into his mouth to do the fireball, love the skeletal six tails coming in. Creepy little hands, not a big fan of. The orange chakra looks great, but I think the one thing I don't like about it is just the background. I mean, it looks great in terms of the color design, but I wish they kind of made him a little bit smaller and condensed and put something else in the background, like a picture of paint or something. That would have been amazing, right? So still a really good piece of art, so I definitely would put this one in the house without the wife's permission. Asuma. Now this one here, guys, I'm a big fan of. Not enough to be a masterpiece, but if you know who James Dean is, the actor, late actor James Dean, rest in peace, always rode a Harley, always had a leather jacket, always a cigarette in his mouth, and always looked suave as hell. That actor here reminds me of this Asuma picture. Now the reason why I love this picture so much is the color design is actually perfect for Asuma, and not only that, they've done a fantastic job with combining the smoke. Yeah, the smoke. It's such a little thing in detail, but that smoke coming off the cigarette makes all the difference. The chakra coming through on the wind, and just the little green particles to make that little bit of a touch that you need. So Asuma, fantastic art. So definitely would put this up without the wife's permission. All right, going on to A. Now A has a little special part in my heart. I used to be a pretty big wrestling fan when I was a kid growing up, right? I used to love WCW and WWF when they used to have the whole Nitro versus Raw. And a lot of kids might not know this, but that was back in the day. And they had a character by the name of Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump. And he, for some odd reason, just reminds me of this so much. And not to mention, he's got the wrestling belt on, he's got the muscles, but I really love the way they've designed this with the lightning, the color schematic, and his look. He just looks intense. Look at this. Look at the pupils. They're barely even there. So A looks really good in this picture. I'm going to go ahead and give him also the hanging on the wall without wife's permission. But his brother B, on the other hand, was a little lackluster to me. B, they should have done more with the swords. You know, I know he's doing the lariat and stuff, but his look is also a little bit off, so I don't like it as much as A, so I gave it one level behind. I'm sure the person who drew it was like, hey, I might have a job at Bandai, and the next day they were like, get out of here, you're not worth it. So definitely, artist must have been fired. Same with the Berserk Naruto, guys. If you don't know the picture I'm talking about here, I'm gonna go ahead and find him just because I hate this one. But you know, he looks intense enough. He does. He really does. He looks intense. So they captured that part correctly. The problem I have with this picture is he literally looks like he just stumbled on a rock and he's about to go face first plant into some other rocks and this picture doesn't say like I'm gonna kill you. This picture says, oh shit, I'm about to go face first into some rocks. So not a big fan of that. I kind of wish the pose was different. Overall, the picture's not the worst, so I definitely will give the artist must have been fired. All right, next one, Blossom. Now I'm gonna put Blossom here for one reason, guys, because this picture is great for the wife. If you like pinks and purples, and you know, Blossom looking a little intense with her hair all frizzled out, not a bad design. All right, so Boruto and Naruto, these two guys are both going to get a little bit of love. Where is that here? Where's the other guy? Gotta find his dad here. There we go. They're like those you know, those collages that you have. There's like one picture of a character and then you need another to complete it. That's what this looks like, and I'm a pretty big fan of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give these guys hang in my house without the wife's permission. And same with Boruto and Naruto SR. So I kind of like both of these in the same place. So let me find Naruto real quick to do that. So these two kind of just bring back the feels. Now Naruto, I'm actually gonna give a masterpiece to, because I really like the way this looked. This was my first 5-star SR art for most of us, and the reason why I give it a little over Boruto is I like the Rasengan. I love the little sparkle here. The color schematics look great. He looks amazing with that scroll and just like exudes confidence, guys. So this was just brings me back to wanting to watch Naruto again. Plus the pose looks great and everything. Boruto's pose not as good. If you go back and look at it, you'll know what I mean. But so definitely that is my first masterpiece there. All right, Deidara, I'm gonna put definitely hang in my house without wife's permission. This one actually is kind of cool because it shows him blowing up a C4 in the background and then him transforming into this Deidara right here. So the transition is fantastic. It's just missing a little bit of oomph, so I'm definitely gonna give that. But the next up, Chiyo, man, let me tell you, when they brought out Granny, I was pissed off as a person, as the character, but her art was just flawless. If you look at it here, something about the fingers and the strings working really well. The color and the background is just what gets it to me. Same with the two puppets, right? So I think this was a masterpiece when it came out. I still love it as one of the best arts in the game. Not a fan of Chiyo's back then, but I actually am a fan of hers now, so definitely will do that. Choji, artist may have been fired after this one. Like, he looks pretty good, but he also looks like he's stealing a little bit of Luffy's thunder with growing his arms and having the smoke come out. So there. CM2, definitely hang in my house without the wife's permission. This one here, though, unfortunately, is just missing a little bit of a background. Like, it looks amazing everywhere else, but the background there, I wish I had like a Richimaru's eyes or something, just to kind of show the, you know, their connection there. But overall, amazing art. Speaking of Richimaru, really good art. Same scenario this time, though. You do have the background in there with the snake, so he actually has a cool transformation going into the snake. I can show you guys real quick what I'm talking about there. So I really do like this art. The problem with it is I just don't like Orochimaru enough, so I would never call something like that a masterpiece. There you go. But this looks really good. Like, see what I mean? It goes from the hands all the way into the snake. Like, that is a really cool design. I'm just kind of tired of seeing the snake thing with Orochimaru. I know that's what he's there for, but never been a fan of it. I don't know if I ever will be, but that's what it is. Darui definitely will hang in my house with the wife's permission. It looks incredible. He really does. They did a really good job with the browns and the blacks and the transition of colors. Plus, he looks exactly how Darui should look in terms of confidence, right, too. So, Deidara, honestly, artist should have been fired after this one. Wasn't good enough for the first Akatsuki UR to ever come out. I thought it was kind of lackluster. Gara, all right, I'm going to give this artist must have been fired. He looks too young. Not enough effort was put into it. Now, this, though, is a damn masterpiece. Let me show you guys here. So, let's kind of look at this real quick, and I'll show you guys. So, this is the one I gave. Artist must have been fired. It's just too plain for a new character. That first time, it looks like fireworks coming out rather than sand. It just wasn't good enough for me. But if you go back for a second and look at the UR version, now this is one of the original OG URs. They did this artwork so well, guys, and it still stands to me as a masterpiece. Because look at this, like, you got the one tail claw out, you got the gorge, you got proper sand coming out, you got a Kazekage who looks like he's about to whoop some ass, you got him doing his moves. Like, everything about this piece to me says masterpiece, so I'm gonna go with masterpiece on this one. The other one, he also looks a little too young too, so that kind of bothers me too. All right, jumping back to the next person, Guy. Definitely artist must have been fired. Just not the right colors in the background for him, and also the little fist with the shiny thing, not good enough. Haku, guys, straight doo-doo dumpster trash, my first one ever. Man, give him the mirrors in the background, put the mask back on him, make him look crazy. Not this little no emotion. I know he's a killer, but man, not good enough. All right, man. If you weren't going for Kakashi, you were going for this guy. Look at this. Look at this piece of art. Uchiha clan mark in the back, perfectly done. The Sharingan with the red streak, perfectly done. That look, man, looks like he's about to kill somebody. The lightning there, I mean, you cannot get better than this. This is one of the best pieces out there. Again, if you were not going for him, you were going for Kakashi, but this piece right here, I think, was probably the best OG artwork next to Naruto Kage UR, which I like a little bit better. The SR version definitely would hang on my wall. I just didn't like it quite as much. It wasn't as dark. I like the darker version better, but this was still a really good piece. The red Sharingan was really well done, and the sword was really well done as well too. Hidan, same thing. I kind of wish they had the pentagram in the bottom, where so he could have had some bodies there or something, or some trickles of blood or something. That would have looked cool. The background's a big thing for me, guys, so you should know that. Hinata, straight doo-doo dumpster fire. A lot of you might not agree, but the whole transition from colors that she has in her backgrounds don't fit well. I wish she was doing twin lion fist instead of what she's doing right now, which is just a pose. Just overall not very good. Here's an also straight doo-doo dumpster fire. Man, sorry, dumpster's trash. It's one of those things where you're like, how much can this man give until you guys make him a good character, and also give him a good some good art piece? Like, put some of the younger Hokages there, or older Hokages, like put the first and second maybe like being his teacher, right? Or put in like his summon. Like, just so much they could have done with that, but just lackluster. All right, Ino. Ino, I really do like. Okay, I'm gonna go to Ino for a second. I'll tell you why she's the epitome of the rare character artwork. I kind of like what they did. Like, if you compare any other rares, like look at this standard rare, right? If you go to Ino's, they actually did some background work. Look at this. You got a flower, you got the gray translucent greens, you got amazing color schematics, the black and the whites and the purples, and just overall, like, she looks really good. She does. I mean, they did a really good job. So this one I would definitely hang on my wall without my wife's permission. Probably get in trouble for it later because she's like, who does hoe? But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Itachi. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, both Itachis. I'm just going to go through both. Masterpieces to me. Complete, absolute masterpieces. This one here was like the prime of what they brought out. Look at Susanoo. His look, just his demeanor. He knows he's about to go crazy ham on Sasuke. We know he's Stevie Wondering it right now, being blind because of his sickness, but this is just like complete, absolute enveloping of fire. So love it, love it, love it. And that also stands for his old piece. Just look at this, like the moon, the crows, the red, the white coming down from the picture, you know, just the pink, everything looked absolute perfection back in the day. This was worth getting him to 5-star just for this art. So both of them masterpieces, guy. Jiraiya, on the other hand, somebody needs to get fired for that one. That is a pose that is for a jokester, not for a damn legend. They should have given him a little bit more, a lot more actually, to work with than just that. A Rasengan would have been nice. A summoning of the Toad would have been nice. Hell, Toad Oil would have been nice, but this is just ridiculous. Jugo, straight doo-doo dumpster trash, guys. Not worth it. Horrible pick in my opinion. Kabuto, artist, you know what? Artist may have been fired for this one. He looks exactly as Kabuto would, but I mean, there's just not enough going for that picture. Kakazu, straight doo-doo dumpster trash. A lot of you might not agree with that, but I think they could have done a way better job with him. Kamui, definitely hang in my house with the wife's permission. I do love this about the Kamui picture, I will say. The background is incredible. The pose is cool. I like the fact that they have the Sharingan out, obviously, but the Kamui in the background there, that does it for me. The eye, that's what gets me there for that one. So definitely they're not a masterpiece. I mean, artist probably would have been fired for Konkuro, but it's pretty much what you expect of him. Karin, straight doo-doo dumpster trash, guys. I don't care what you say. The green color for her is horrible in the background. I mean, the fact that she has her thighs out and her belly button, I know a lot of you like that, you pervs, but it's still not good enough to be considered that. All right, KCM, straight masterpiece for this one, guys. A lot of people like the 3-star art. Now, I will say why I like the 5-star. I like the transformation portion of him going from Naruto into KCM with the Rasengans, and the colors and everything there is perfect. The 3-star looks incredible too, don't get me wrong, but I think that the face looks too real. It's like they took a Japanese actor's face, put him into an anime outfit, and tossed him into the picture. So wasn't a fan of that part only, but the rest of the picture looks absolutely incredible. So both of them would have been masterpieces anyways. Kiba, artist probably got fired. They could have done more with Kiba, especially being the best rare in the game. Kid Naruto, listen, I said he was one of my favorite art pieces in the past. I've reviewed it a few more times. I like it, but now that I thought about it, they could have done a better job with the background, especially after seeing this man, Sasuke. Like, let's take a quick look at both, right? If you look at Naruto's, like, look, I like the Kage Bunch, and I like the Shadow Clones. I like that it puts an homage to that, but I don't like the chakra aspect anymore. I thought I did originally, but I look back at it, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm not a fan. They could have done something better, like Team 7 in the background or something. Would have been really cool. But Sasuke, on the other hand, you know, they don't need a background. This man looks like he's a one-man army. Look at this. Look at this kunai, shuriken, the red, the Sharingan. Like, it looks like a vortex behind him. It looks like everything's being sucked in because of him. Like, incredible artwork. So big time fan. I'm actually gonna put that as a masterpiece to me, because I actually would have that in the house anywhere with it. Yeah, I don't care what the wife would even say about that one. All right, Kid Kakashi. I mean, listen, I like it, but I don't like it enough to say the artist should have done. I think the artist should have done better. So we're gonna say he probably was fired for that. B2, sure. Sasuke Kirin UR, yo, listen. One of my first URs ever, 5 stars, and I could not be happier with the artwork. Look at this, man. No emotion, just deadly as sin. Look at this Kirin. This is what I mean by backgrounds, right? Look at the perfect color schematic for him. The sword glowing, the belt glowing, the hand glowing, the Kirin coming down. Look at this face. Look at his face. This is only a face a mother would love. Not even then. She'd be pretty damn afraid. So, Kirin, definite masterpiece. Well done on that one, guys. Predatory Shark Boy, Shark Skin Kisame. We'll say hang in the house without wife's permission. Regular Kisame should have been freaking fired. The 3-star art was way better in my opinion. That should have actually been the 5-star. Conan, straight doo-doo dumpster. Konohamaru, same scenario. Kushina, okay, Kushina, I'm going to say artist should have been fired. Here's the reason why. You put way too much focus on Fetus Naruto. Shout out to my boy Karingan for calling it that, but that is the truth. Looks like she just gave birth to him, and it's all about Naruto, not about her. They should have made that one a little better. Something with her and Minato would have been cooler, actually, too. Okay. Mei, you know what? I'm going to give Mei the same treatment, as sexy as she is. As much as I like her as a character, they did the Danzo treatment for her by giving her a crappy background, so not a fan of it. Minato, I would definitely hang in the house with the wife's permission. Not a masterpiece. He looks too robotic, but I do love the Rasengan that he's doing. It looks bomb. Sage Mode Mitsuki, though. Damn. Yo. They did right by him. Like, this is what I meant by CM2 having the background of Orochimaru in the back, right? So I'm going to quickly show you guys what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at, like, first off, the colors are so bang on for this character. The greens, the Sage Mode in the background, you know, like, look, this kid looks like he's a miniature kid coming to kick your ass with his baton. We know that's a sword, obviously, but that background, guys, makes all the difference. Definitely a masterpiece. I would have that up on the wall, no problem, with or without the wife's permission. Definitely a masterpiece in my opinion. All right, let's jump back onto this. Mitsuki, rare though, straight doo-doo dumpster trash. Renee, I'm gonna give house without permission. He brings in the festivities. That could be a Christmas mantle, no problem. We'll see what the wife says. You are Naruto. He looks too kiddie for me. The SR Naruto looks way better in my opinion. This one looks a little more fox-like character, which is good and bad at the same time, but I like the SR version. I'm going to say the artist probably was fired after making that one. All right, the OG of straight dumpster trash, doo-doo dumpster trash, straight up goes to this man. So this is the first art they ever released, or gave us free as a character when we logged into the browser version. This is also the only art piece that does not have a secondary art. When you get him to 5 stars, he just remains the same with the damn colors in the background here lit up. It is so absolute trash. This is the biggest dumpster trash of all. That should have been toilet paper, if anything. Whoever did that, I hope you get fired, because that was lazy artwork. On the other hand, the UR version, straight masterpiece in my opinion, was my logo for the longest time. Was my first 5-star UR, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was Kirin, I can't remember, one of the two were. But this here, guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is how it should look. Look at this. Listen, if he was the protector of your village, you'd be like, that is a god, right? Like, look at him like that. This artwork, if he stood with you or by you and you had to look at him like this, you'd be like, all right, I'm safe. So for that regard, well done, Bandai. Neji definitely would hang in the house without wife's permission. I actually like the way Neji looks in this. He looks how Hinata should look in her picture. Obito definitely would put that in there. Now, a lot of people might be like, he looks like Lance Stevenson blowing LeBron James' ear. He kind of does, not gonna lie, but that doesn't take away from the art piece. Like, he does look really cool in the artwork. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick what it looks like. Like, it is kind of basic, but the reds and the oranges and the color along with his outfit and his look and the Sharingan, spot on, Bandai, spot on. Well done. Not a masterpiece, but going up there. Kakashi though, Kakashi OG. Like I said, if you were not going for Hebi in the past, you were definitely going for Kakashi, and there's a reason why. This man's artwork was legendary. So it still is one of the best ones. Look at that. You don't even have to know he's serious. Look at that eye. Look at this. This face says it all. Doesn't need a mask to be opened up. This here, the lightning in both hands, the stretching of the arm, you know he's about to go full tilt. This looks like a 10 out of 10 Shaquille O'Neal power dunk. Like, he's about to go in full ham. You're about to lose a whole chest with that hit. So definitely masterpiece at its finest. Mama Sakura and her khakis can sit there. The artist must have been fired. Stupid look. I hated it. Oniki, I'm going to give him doo-doo dumpster trash only because he's so legendary and so good that if I give him anything higher, this tier list would blow up. Richimaru, Artist may have been fired for that one. I wasn't a big fan of it. This is even worse. Due to dumpster trash, for sure. I hated this. I like the samurai look, but I hated his face. Drove me bonkers. Payne, you guys could have done way better with Payne. Way better with Payne. The man deserved way more than that. So the artist must have been fired for that. Papa Sasuke, 100% would hang in my house without wife's permission. Rock Lee, looks a little creepy. Not gonna lie. Artist probably was fired after that. Wasn't a big fan of it. Size, I'm gonna say the same. I like Size 3-star art better actually, personally, than I like the 5-star. Mama Sakura, same scenario. Sakurana, same scenario. Sarada, same scenario. This was straight due to dumpster trash in my opinion. What the hell was that all about, guys? Pounding the ground? Could have done way better than that. Come on now. Oh yeah, speaking of probably the second worst art piece, let's talk about 420 Sasori for a sec, yeah? If you were to give this to somebody and be like, what do you think about this character? What do you think he just did before he went to this photo shoot? What would you guys say Sasori was doing? Does he not look like he just smoked a whole lot of weed? Just saying, look at this. Look at this. Anyways, horrible, horrible Bandai. What the hell were you guys thinking? Looks like a little child getting illegal weed from a weed dealer. Just not cool. On the other hand, the newer Sasori definitely hang in my house without the wife's permission. Same with this Sasuke. I actually like this Sasuke because it actually does have what I said. The other one did not, and that is the eye of Orochimaru. I forgot about that, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is a sick piece of art. Very well done, Bandai. Very well done. Should have done that for the rest. Unfortunately, not masterpiece status. Is missing a little bit for me. Brand new Kabuto artist would have been fired. I'm just tired of seeing snakes, bro. Tongues and snakes. This ain't Venom. This ain't Orochimaru. Shikamaru, 100% hanging in my house without the wife's permission. Shino, straight doo-doo dumpster trash. What the hell, guys? Come on, more bugs or something in the background. Seismo Jiraiya, because you have a little bit more design, I definitely will hang that in the house. Seismo Naruto, unfortunately, what the hell were you guys thinking? One of the most epic entrances of all time. You could have just done a back shot of him turning around. That would have been enough with some sort of a background of Pain or somebody, or Hina to anybody. You guys made this horrible. Even Luck has a funny design for it, so definitely probably got fired for that one. Sugetsu probably got fired for that. He just looks like he's twirling water in his hand. It looks ridiculous. Tamari, straight due to dumpster trash. I'm sorry, I can't stand it. Tenten, same scenario. Should have given her more weapons. Should have given her a cooler design. Maybe a red background instead of the blue. Toby, hilarious as hell to me. We'll definitely hang that up without the wife's permission. So now they're a masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. I love it. I love it. There's something about this art piece, guys, that gets me, and it's not because I'm a Tsunade fan or anything, but I just love the way they design this art. She looks so damn cool. Like, look at this. This is a Hokage coming down a fight, and I love the color, the earth shattering, the black. Like I said, everything about her. This is just epic. Epic picture. This is how Mei should have been designed as well, too, but they messed that up and lost that. Brand new Madara. Really cool design. Love it. Love it. I know I don't have him, so y'all are going to laugh at that, but you can see him in the summon detail section, and I love the statue in the background. Again, those backgrounds really get me. Yamato. Straight doo-doo dumpster trash. Zabuza, the last one, guys. I'm actually going to say I enjoy this one. I like the color. I like the look. I like the giant buster sword that he has. You know, a little shout out to Cloud there. So overall, guys, big fan of that one, not going to lie. But there you have it. That is my artist 5-star art list for tribes. I'm going to take a quick sip of my tumbler. If you like this, put a comment down. If you don't like it, put a comment down. If you disagree or agree, send me your comments, guys. We are coming up to the next characters dropping very shortly in Twitter. I'll be covering that, and then we're going to be doing some other stuff like leaks live with MRN and actual tribes summons, of course. Hopefully I get these characters and don't get shafted. But if you did like this concept and you want to see other tribes list, let me know. It doesn't have to be character ones. I can do funny ones if you want to. So there you go, guys. This is Payne. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful night, everybody. We'll talk soon.